Be me, 29M, former corporate accountant. Spent 5 years staring at spreadsheets until my eyes started bleeding binary. Realized if I had to explain a pivot table one more time, I would defenestrate myself. Quit job, sold condo, bought a beat-up Jeep. Took a job as a fire lookout in the Pacific Northwest. Literal middle of nowhere. Nearest town is 2 hours away. My home is a 14 by 14 box on top of a steel tower. Pay is garbage. Benefits include silence and not having to hear about synergy. Worth it. JPG. First month is bliss. Just me, the radio, and endless trees. Read 40 books. Learn to cook beans in 6 different ways. Talk to the ravens. They don't talk back, which makes them better conversationalists than my ex-boss. Life is good. Until I see smoke. Not fire smoke. Chimney smoke. About 3 miles east, deep in a valley that's supposed to be uninhabited. Grab my pack, radio in, investigating unauthorized campsite. Hike down the mountain. Terrain is rough, scrub brush and rocks. Get to the clearing. It's not a campsite. It's a cabin. Looks like the Unabomber hired a landscape architect. Small, rugged solar panels rigged up on a tree. Vegetable garden fenced in with chicken wire and what looks like sharpened rebar. Approach slowly. Hello, Forest Service. Nothing. Step closer. Click. Sound of a shotgun racking. Freeze.exe. Voice comes from the bushes. Take one more step and you'll be limping back to your tower. Female voice. Scratchy. Annoyed. I'm a ranger. You're on federal land. I have a permit. It's in the mailbox. Read it and leave. Look at mailbox. It's a hollowed-out log. Check inside. Legit permit for ecological research and restoration. Valid until 2026. Name, Dr. Mara Vane. Put paper back. Okay, Dr. Vane, you're legal. Just checking smoke signals. Bushes rustle. Out steps Mara. 5 feet 5 inches, messy brown braid, cargo pants covered in dirt. Wearing a t-shirt that says, I hate people. Holding a Remington 870 like it's a purse. Looks at me like I'm a fungus she can't identify. You checked, now go away, you're scaring the deer. Nice to meet you too. Hike back up the mountain. Mutter to myself the whole way. So much for solitude. 2 weeks later. Storm rolls in. Heavy rain, wind howling like a banshee. Tower swaying. Feels like being inside a maraca. Radio chatters. Tower 4, heavy washouts reported in your sector. Check lowlands. Rain stops after 2 days. Hike down to check the valley. Trail is a mudslide. Get near Mara's cabin. A massive pine tree has crushed her solar setup. Fence is flattened. She's out there with a chainsaw, cursing at the sky. She sees me. Did you do this? Did I knock over a tree with my mind? No. Well, you're here. Make yourself useful. She tosses me a pair of gloves. Don't even ask. Just start hauling branches. We work for 4 hours in silence. Move the tree, fix the fence. Covered in mud and sap. Finally stop. She hands me a canteen. Water, don't backwash. Thanks. Drink. So, what are you researching out here anyway? How to be a hermit? She glares. Mycology, fungi networks. Trees talk to each other through roots. I'm mapping it. Trees talk? Better than you do. Ouch.png. I have a generator at the tower, if you need to charge stuff. She hesitates. Pride fighting, practicality. Practicality wins. Fine, I'll come up Tuesday. Bring vegetables, I'm sick of beans. Don't push your luck, Ranger Rick. Tuesday comes. She shows up at the tower. Climbs the 80 feet of stairs without getting winded. Backpack full of batteries and a bag of carrots. Here, roots for power. Fair trade. We sit on the catwalk while her batteries charge. View is incredible. Sunset over the peaks. She looks less homicidal today. Why are you out here, she asks. Ran away from accounting. Corporate life was eating my soul. She snorts. I was a tenure-track professor, university politics. Department head stole my research. I told him to eat a poisonous mushroom. Did he? No, unfortunately. I got blacklisted. Moved out here to prove my theories without idiots breathing down my neck. So we're both refugees. I'm a pioneer, you're a refugee. Sure. She stays for dinner. I make stew with the carrots. She actually eats it. Not terrible, needs salt. You're welcome. She leaves when it gets dark. See you around, Ranger. Watch her headlamp bobbing down the trail. Realize I'm smiling. Stop that brain. She's a feral scientist with a shotgun. Do not engage. Summer turns to fall. Foliage explodes in red and gold. Routine develops. I patrol, stop by her cabin. Bring her supplies from Town Run. She gives me fresh produce and lectures on moss. Look at this lichen. It's 300 years old. Step on it and I end you. Understood. We start trading books. She reads my sci-fi. Unrealistic, terraforming doesn't work that way. I read her botany journals. Dry, needs more lasers. Banter becomes constant. You dress like a lumberjack who's never seen a tree. You dress like you're preparing for the zombie apocalypse. I am. You're the zombie. One evening, I bring a 6-pack of beer. Sit on her porch. Air is crisp. Smell of wood smoke. You know, she says, looking at her boots, it's nice not having to explain myself. Yeah, silence is underrated. You're not silent, you talk constantly. I meant the lack of society. She bumps my shoulder with hers. You're okay, for accountant. You're okay, for a swamp witch. She laughs. Sound is rusty but genuine. Heart does a weird flip. Ignore it. JPEG. Winter comes early. Snow starts falling in November and doesn't stop. Radio warns of a blizzard. Tower 4, evacuate to town recommended. Call Mara on the walkie-talkie I gave her. Forecast looks bad. You should come to the tower. I have a stove and structural integrity. I'm fine. Cabin is insulated. Mara, it's going to be 5 feet of snow. I have supplies. Over and out. Stubborn woman. 2 days later. Snow is horizontal. Visibility, 0. Temp drops to -10. Radio dead. Power lines likely down. Try to hail Mara. Static. Worry.exe. Wait another hour. Can't take it. Pack emergency gear, snowshoes. Climb down the tower. Wind almost blows me off the ladder. Hike is brutal. Snow is waist deep even with shoes. Takes me 3 hours to go 3 miles. Reach the cabin. Chimney is dark. No smoke. Panic mode. Bang on door. Mara! No answer. Kick the door open. Freezing inside. See her huddled in the corner under a pile of blankets. Shivering violently. Mara! Check pulse. Slow. Heater died, she chatters. Propane line froze. We have to move. Can't. Too cold. Not a choice. Pick her up. She's light. Wrap her in my thermal cloak. Hang on, this is gonna suck. Drag her out. Hike back is a nightmare. Can't feel my face. She's drifting in and out of consciousness. Keep talking to her. Don't sleep. Tell me about the fungus. Tell me about the angry trees. Mycelium connects. Everything. Yeah, fascinating. Keep talking. Reach the tower. Climb is the hardest thing I've ever done. Legs burning like fire. Get her inside. Fire up the wood stove. Wrap her in sleeping bag. Boil water. Force warm broth into her. She starts to shiver uncontrollably. Hypothermia recovery stage. Hurts, she whimpers. I know, it means you're alive. Sit with her all night, keeping the fire roaring, rubbing her hands to get circulation back. Dawn breaks. Storm still raging outside, but it's warm in the box. She opens her eyes, looks at me. You came back. You stopped answering the radio. You're an idiot. You could have died. Pot calling the kettle black. She reaches out, grabs my hand. Grip is weak, but there. Thank you. Don't mention it. Stuck in the tower for 5 days. Blizzard of the century. We play cards. Read books out loud. Sleep in shifts. Walls are closing in, but it's weirdly comfortable. You snore, she says on day 3. You kick in your sleep. Survival instinct. Day 4. Running low on propane for the cook stove. Using the wood stove for everything. Making oatmeal. Standing next to the stove. She walks up behind me, wraps arms around my waist, leans head on my back. Freeze. Cold? I ask. No. Silence. Just glad you're here. Turn around. She's looking up at me. Eyes huge, dark. No snark. No armor. Just Mara. I'm glad I'm here too. Lean down. Kiss her. Expect her to punch me. She doesn't. Kisses back. Fierce. Tastes like oatmeal and wood smoke. Brain melts. We stumble to the bunk. Outside, the wind is howling like the end of the world. Inside, world is very small and very warm. Fade to black. Storm clears. Sun comes out. World is buried in white. We stand on the catwalk, drinking coffee. So, I say. So, she says, are we going to pretend that didn't happen? Do you want to? No. Good, because I'm not hiking back down there until the snow melts. She moves in, brings her books, her samples, her attitude. Tower becomes our tower. Winter passes in a blur of domesticity. She works on her papers at the small table. I watch for fires. None, obviously. It's winter. We argue about laundry. You can't wash wool like that, you savage. It's clean, isn't it? Sex is frequent and enthusiastic, like making up for lost time. Start to dread the spring. Spring means thaw. Thaw means people. Thaw means decisions. April. Snow melts. Roads clear. Forest Service supervisor comes up for inspection. Who's this? He asks, pointing at Mara. Visiting researcher. I lie. Caught in the storm. Supervisor looks suspicious but buys it. Warns me about fraternizing. Leaves. Mara looks at me. I should go back to the cabin. Need to check the sensors. Yeah, probably. Heart sinks. She packs her bag. See you around, Ranger. See you, Doc. She leaves. Tower feels massive and empty. Silence is back. Hate the silence now. Try to read. Can't focus. Radio her every night. Check in. Over. Status normal. Found a rare slime mold. Over. Miss you. Over. Silence. Same. Over. Summer hits hard. Heat wave. Forest is a tinderbox. Dry lightning storm. Spot a plume. Sector 7. Right near her valley. Radio it in. Fire reported. Sector 7, rapid growth. Copy, Tower 4. Air support en route. Evacuate civilians. Mara! Grab the radio. Mara! Fire! Get out! Static. Mara! I see it! She screams over the radio. It's moving fast! Path to the road is blocked! Head to the river! Go north! I can't! Equipment! Screw the equipment! Move! Watch through binoculars. Smoke is thick, black. Flames licking the treetops. Helpless. .jpg. Tower 4, stay at your post. Negative. Civilian in danger. Do not leave your post! Turn off radio. Grab fire, shelter, axe, radio. Run. Run down the trail. Heat is intense. Can taste the ash. Reach the valley floor. Fire is roaring. Sound is like a freight train. Mara! Spot her near the creek. Stumbling. Carrying a hard drive case. Coughing. Run to her. Drop the case. It's my life's work. Grab her arm. Tree crashes down 10 feet away. Sparks shower us. Your life is your life. Move. Drag her toward the river. Fire jumps the break. We're cut off. Trapped between wall of fire and steep cliff. We can't make it, she yells. Look around. Spot a depression in the rocks near the water. Get down, fire shelter. Throw the foil shelter over us. Huddle underneath. Heat is unbearable. Sounds like hell on earth. She's shaking, crying. I'm sorry, she sobs. I'm so sorry. Shut up, just breathe. Keep your face down. Hold her tight. Ground shakes. Feel the heat searing through the foil. Pray to whatever gods are listening. If we live, I whisper, I'm marrying you. What? You heard me. Worst proposal ever. Say yes. Yes, idiot. Pass out from smoke/heat. Wake up. Coughing. Everything hurts. Lift the shelter. World is gray and black. Smoking stumps. Air is thick. Look at Mara. Face covered in soot. Eyebrows singed. Alive. She opens eyes. Did we die? I don't think hell is this wet. Lying in the creek mud. Laugh. Hurts to laugh. Helicopter sound overhead. Water drops on us. Rescue. Hauled up in a basket. Flown to hospital. Treated for smoke inhalation, minor burns. Holding hands in the ambulance. She won't let go. You saved my data, she says, pointing to the case I apparently grabbed without thinking. I saved you. The data was incidental. She kisses my hand. Hero complex. 6 months later. Fire investigation cleared us. I got a commendation and fired for abandoning post. Worth it. Mara got her research published. Fire ecology and mycelium recovery. Massive hit in the science world. Universities begging her to come back. No thanks, she tells them. We used her grant money and my savings. Bought a plot of land. Not too far from the old tower, but accessible by road. Built a house. Logs, big windows, massive garden. She has a lab in the shed. I work as a private consultant for land management. Mostly just hiking and telling rich people not to cut down old growth. Morning. Making coffee. Mara walks in, wearing my flannel shirt. Pregnant. Like, very pregnant. Waddles over. Coffee, now. Decaf for you, swamp witch. She glares. I have a chainsaw and I know how to use it. I love you too. Pour her the coffee. We sit on the porch. Look out at the regrowing forest. Green shoots coming up through the ash. It's coming back, she says. Life finds a way. Don't quote Jurassic Park at me. She rests, hand on her stomach. He's kicking. Put my hand there. Feel the thump. Strong. Little ranger, I say. Little scientist, she corrects. Little chaos demon, she smiles. Lean head on her shoulder. Watch the sun rise over the mountains. Remember the spreadsheet mines. Remember the loneliness. Remember the fire. Look at her. Look at the life we built out of mud and stubbornness. Hey, she says. Yeah? You forgot to fix the fence. Deer are going to eat the kale. I'll do it later. You'll do it now. Yes, ma'am. Stand up. Kiss her forehead. Grab the toolbox. Walk out into the cool morning air. Dog barks from the yard. We got a dog, obviously. Life is complicated. Life is messy. Life is perfect. Feelsgoodman.jpg